Déhfu me a riú slegus na míl tú fáil, roihann sa tran an ríist seachtain eile den Earrach bailthe leis. Tá an Earrach a líisteach tá sé fuair. Níl rud í fás chomh siatadis. Another week gone of this April 2021. It's kind of cold, there's no great growth there, and the month is gathering on. I'm watching the trees, I'm kind of worried if the cuckoo, which is overdue a day or two here now, if she starts to sing on a tree without leaf, we could have a year like last year, kind of late and not exactly brilliant. There's a saying in Irish, no laurel and cuach or crown gan de lure, deal the vogue as cannig a roar. When the cuckoo sings on the tree without leaf, sell your cow and buy wheat. So, because it would be an indicator of not a great year. Martin Fénig, I do remember telling you in February that the frogs had laid their spawn in the deep end of the pond here, which indicates that March, April will be very dry while the frogs are developing. So we'll see. Ficmid. Earrach, on clár anocht, the programme tonight. Tá sé bunthe Earrach valúchan gomór. It's based largely around two collections. One of them is this festival in Killarney called The Gathering. And these are recordings from the Gathering in 2002, 2003. And it's got an eclectic mix of bands and soloists and individuals and musicians and singers, all that played at that festival. And it's a very nice CD, actually. I don't think it's available anymore. It was kind of printed in commemoration of Maurice O'Donoghue, who was the owner of the Gleneagle Hotel, and kind of dropped dead one day after playing a match of golf in Macroom. And his family are, like himself, very interested in the culture and keeping the place ticking over and running well. They've expanded greatly. A lot of people around the world know about the INEC, for example. So that's the Gleneagle. The Gathering is the name of that festival. Now, the other collection of recordings that I'm working around is a thing called Tunes in the Church. Cormac Begley and Jack Talty started this, I think about 10 years ago, maybe a little more now, and St. Nicholas's Collegiate Church in Galway. It's a lovely church, very old church. And at the time it was being run by the Reverend Gary Hastings, who afterwards moved to Dublin because his wife was not very well. He's now in Killiney, and regretfully his wonderful wife Katrina, passed away some months ago now, I suppose. But he's a great flute player himself and great interest in Irish music. So there's again a collection of soloists and duets and so on from these series of concerts, peppered through the programme tonight. Na havrana anocht, tagan siad ar a bhormhór ó dúthig daoinech. Agus seo CD hanig amach stochglur ó radio na Gaeltachta hanig an cuid is módas na formréintimh. This is a CD of about 18 or 20 tracks of recordings, archive recordings from the whole Dingle Peninsula, the Gaeltacht area, old singers, most of who, if not all, have now passed on. Wonderful collection. So there's 4 of those featuring tonight. A friend of mine, top fiddle player, international fiddle player, played in the Cuire Chun Ceoil originally, having won second place in the competition Fleadh Radio 1963, I suppose. Seán Kane. Cuire Chun Ceoil is the name of this CD that he brought out a good while ago now on the Clár label. So, tá couple of track sinna go méir. Agus an son CD hanig amach cúig na sé bliana hen ó buan dar bhainam dóibh ré, sin lémo main lí agus Matthew Cassidy agus Cormac Begley agus Salogn Cheannaváin Enani Chahan, sorry, agus Peter O'Toole. CD simúil bríomhar agus tá reinfap ceol rána go mesin agus sais lech ceol an son sa ní anocht se on Cuire Chun Michael Coleman. Now Michael Coleman went to America from the Sligo, Mayo area, Sligo particularly, and he's there during the 1920s and 30s, producing these 78s, which made their way back to Ireland from 1922 onwards, and they had a huge influence on Irish music in this country. They were very well made and very well played, the music on it as well. So this is a double album of his music that was produced in recent years from those recordings, and it's Donnchadh. So Seán clár anocht, Donnchadh card a patron, tam trisha gobber and kiad chéile. I've been working on the next talk for my friends in Patreon, and it's going directly back to composition again now that we've had the last talk explaining creativity. Now we're redirecting back into composition, into the mechanics of it, into the nitty-gritty of putting music together. Líomid an san feitheamh agus an san bog mí go cuasaí spiritualta. We'll keep in that vein for a couple of talks, and then we move back into spirituality maybe. So Seán scéal na seachtainse gur maithagah agus go maithagah speisialta ag my patrons. Thank you very much to my patrons particularly. Íomha.